Hello and welcome back to ClanGen. We are kicking back off with our bloodthirsty clan, TalonClan. And as you may see here on our allegiances, we are missing a very pivotal role, being our deputy. So we're going to kick off today's episode by going through our cats and deciding who is going to be deputy. I've already done this off the screen, and, I was really torn. Because if Klissar had a choice, it'd probably be Model Pounce, but Model Pounce has not done anything very productive, so I don't want it to be Model Pounce. Instead, I was going back and forth between Model Blaze, who has a bold, excellent fighter trait, Mary Astor, who is fierce and a great hunter, but has a backstory being a retired leader despite his young age, and Mittenshaw, who's charismatic and an excellent fighter. They all, I think, have different good qualities that would be good for a future leader of this clan, but probably against popular choice, I'm going to go with Mittenshaw. She is the only one that has properly had an apprentice here. Mary Astor is still just such an unknown cat since he hasn't even done anything besides sit in the medicine cat den with a broken bone. And Model Blaze is very, very young at only 14 moons. Model Blaze probably would have been my choice if Sparkthorn, our former deputy, hadn't retired when she did. But that is going to be our current standings, and we are going to proceed into our next moon here now. Okay, so we're formally into Leafall. A claymate gave Beetlepaw some poppies and he decided to wear them. Model Pounce no longer has a stomachache and Sparkthorn's soreness is gone, but Brookpaw and Fleckpaw have both gotten white cough. Oof. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down through here as per usual, and if you see anything, feel free to call it out in the comment section. Mittenshaw has noticed Mary Astor isn't doing a lot of work lately. No, he hasn't the entire time because his bone's been broken the entire time. Ooh. Beetlepaw ensnares Brookpaw with a charming smile. Okay, let's check out our apprentice. Look at her little poppy. Let's check in on their relationships. So Beetlepaw ensnares Brookpaw, but she doesn't like him at all. Brookpaw, on the other hand, now has a romantic interest in Beetlepaw. And the reason I went after this is because, so does his brother Fleckpaw. So that's going to be a very interesting, story progression to see how that goes. I am watching that with great interest. Klissar is questioning their ability to lead. Mittenshaw is thinking about Kits. God, I want you to have relationships so bad. Who do you like? You don't like anybody enough except maybe Model Blaze, and Model Blaze is like pretty young for Mittenshaw. So I think we're just gonna hope for a loner to come along that's closer to Mittenshaw's age. Model Pounce hisses at a certain cat when they walk by. It could be Mittenshaw, since Model Pounce maybe feels that she usurped him for the role of deputy since he is so close to Klissar. So it's very interesting because the brothers here, Fleckpaw and Brookpaw, have had quite a rivalry growing, especially now that both of them like Beetlepaw. And now they're both sick together, so that's gonna be interesting to see. Let's send these two out, along with somebody who is a good teacher, on training patrol. They decide how to hide in the grass, and they soon play a game of hide and seek. Find a new set of patrols. They are currently in use. Daisy Pelt gets a torn pelt from a badger. Smell of food lures Running Heart into what looks like a tunnel under some recently disturbed earth. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, the lovely smell leads to two-leg mush. Puzzled, Running Heart checks around them, only for their fur to stand on end as they realize they're standing in a metal tunnel cloaked in rust and camouflage. It's to their great fortune that the trap seems to be broken, but whatever two-leg restocked bait might still be around. They leave quickly. We'll go ahead and time skip again. Yes! Clissar announces that she is expecting kits, finally. Clissar rests their muzzle on Brookhart's head and declares them to be a full warrior TalonClan, honoring their enterprise. With the stars shining softly and lighting their pelts, the senior medicine cat gives Fleckpaw their full name of Fleckpuddle. They both share the rest of the night with StarClan, celebrating their good fortune having another medicine cat. Running Heart hit the ground hard. Daisy Pelt heals. Fleckpuddle's white cough is gone. Mary Astor's broken bone has healed. And some of the horsetail went bad, so we'll have to replace that. We'll just go ahead and stroll down here. It actually looks like spirits are in generally high mood. Sparkthorn is giving some of the younger cats scolding, looks like. Sotrade is jealous that Mary Astor got to go to the last gathering, so those two are just having a rough time together. Let's see what our new cat... Okay, so Fleckpuddle turned out to be vengeful, but is a great healer. Brookhart turned out to be strange, but is a great teacher. Very unexpected. Very unexpected. So, Ragged Song, who is strict, apparently caused Fleckpuddle to be more abrasive. Fleckpuddle being vengeful isn't necessarily bad, it's just not like what I was hoping for the medicine cat. Doesn't actually say that she's expecting kits, but she'll probably patrol until she feels like going to the nursery. Mary Astor is feeling quite lazy. Mary Astor, I expect a lot out of you now that you're healed. I do think I'm going to send out these two together for the time being, just because two hands are better than one. And I'm hoping that Ragged Song continues to pass on some good qualities to Fleckpuddle and experience. So we discuss a dream. Oh, and we managed to gather ragwort, plantain, and poppy, which her leaf ball probably is not a bad thing. Oh no. Okay, well we have an excellent fighter, so I'm hoping that this isn't a slaughter, but we are ambushed, and we have to proceed. Taken by surprise, the patrol quickly scatters and loses cohesion. The rogues are quick to take advantage, and the patrol retreats with Mary Astor badly wounded. Let's see how badly wounded. So it got a bite. Not great, but it could be worse, and these four are going to go on border patrol. And we encounter another ambush made by the same group of rogues. We have to proceed. And we descend into battle and drive the rest of the group away. So maybe what happened is the other three were out on a patrol near a border when they were ambushed, and then the actual border patrol came along and managed to scoot the rogues away, but not before Mary Astor got wounded. But luckily, they are gone. And we're going to go ahead and proceed to our next moon. Glissar thinks that she'll only have one kit. Running Heart's brain is healed. Ragged Song has gotten white cough, but Burkhart has recovered from white cough. Beetlepaw overexerted themselves and is feeling extremely sore. We notice that Dandelion has gone bad. Okay. Let's take a look here. Sunnyberry seems to be quarreling with Running Heart a bit. Medicine cats are getting along. Mittenshaw appreciates how Mileblaze always seems to ask how they're doing. Mary Astor's being friendly with Ragged Song, which makes sense since he's probably been in the medicine cat den a very large period of his time here. And we are officially into Leaf Bear, which is going to be a hard season to get through. Ragged Song has been hearing the voices of StarClan cats, who don't really seem to have anything very insightful to say. Running Heart coaches other warriors on their technique and encourages them to take a more guarded stance. So basically Running Heart is doing some combat training, which being guarded certainly doesn't help after, or doesn't hurt after our last ambush here. Clayhale wants to have kits. Let's just see if you actually like anybody. Not super much like that anyway. Something I was considering, and I think I may be doing randomly between episodes, is checking on one of the options so that same-sex pairings can have kits, or cats can have kits with outsiders, and just lay that on for an episode and see what happens. And like, I just won't announce when that happens if it does, just to kind of keep us boosting our numbers a bit better here. So I could say that and then never do it, or I could do that every other episode, and unless somebody actually has any kits, no one will ever know which one it is. But it'd either be the option, again, of same-sex pairing or cats outside clan, just to help create a bit more drama too. There is a disagreement. They looked at Cliffstar, who manages to skillfully smooth it over. I'm really surprised. Cliffstar is just like acting like a normal leader. It's not even like bloodthirsty, like, okay, well then fight it out. But anyway, well, Sniper's attempted to eat the prey they just caught. I don't think that's necessarily going to be considered negative quality if Sniper's is caught, but we'll see. They resist the temptation and make sure their elders are fed. Come across a small dog, and as always, we send it back to its 2 legs, with wounds to remember us by. I wonder if we live like next to like a dog shelter or something with how frequently this happens. Let's go ahead and time skip though. Purring with Running Heart against their back, Cliffstar feels like they're going to explode with love looking at their tiny new single kitten. Ragged Song is healed. Brookheart's paw is now torn free, and Fleckpetal's pads have healed. Model Blaze was killed while trying to save the Bluff Clan deputy. Who Bluff Clan is? I don't know. Why you're trying to save their deputy? I don't know. I feel like it's probably more accurate to say that Model Blaze was killed while trying to spy on the Bluff Clan deputy. We have healed for Beetlepaw and Mary Aster. Daisy Pelt fusses gently with Model Blaze's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed them. They want to remember them as they were in life, not like this. The world sees them in lifeless, and Daisy Pelt keeps close to their clan, seeking out their comfort and company. As the clan sits vigil, Clayhale's voice cracks with grief, talking about the time they had with Model Blaze. Clayhale goes over the best of the moments they share with Model Blaze in their mind, again and again, like running a rut into the ground, until they're sure that they will remember Model Blaze forever. And all of our horse sale went bad, so that'll have to be replaced. I am very sad to lose Model Blaze. Model Blaze was Daisy Pelt's stolen kit, and Clayhale's brother, and Model Blaze was the one I had my eye on for future success in the clan. So that's really, really sad. Take a look at them in StarClan. I think that he probably went up there if he was doing, you know, orders for Cliffstar. Also, oh, Puddle Kit. So, I don't really know how to, like, tan, brown, yellow cats popped out a black cat, but that's, how that works, I guess. So, we have little Puddle Kit here with us. Cliffstar is going to be healing for a bit. So Beetlepaw will probably go under Mittenshaw for the rest of her time as apprentice. Mittenshaw is also thinking about Kit. I really want Mittenshaw to have another litter, but I have no good prospects for her, since she doesn't like any of the other loners that joined the clan. You guys can go training. Beetlepaw had a StarClan vision that nobody can make sense of. Okay, so we come across a strange metal forest that the two lakes have built. Smooth white tree trunks rise up into the sky, completely bare. Apart from the very top, where 3 massive branches grow outward and spin in slow circles. A low hum permeates the air, so windmills. Once again, we're going to antagonize the windmills. The patrol is frustrated by the seemingly permanent proof of Two-Leg on their territory and takes the time to thoroughly and aggressively mark the area. There, that will show to Two-Leg whose land this is. Your patrol finds a kitty pet who is interested in joining the clan. They banter with the cat a bit, making them feel more welcome. And then we have to antagonize them. Your patrol approaches Loner and tells them firmly that newcomers aren't being taken in right now. They seem disappointed but leave anyway, and our reputation with outsiders has worsened. Honestly, for antagonizing, I was expecting it to be like actual claw marks, so just being like, we don't want your kind here is not exactly what I was envisioning, but that's okay. Skip. Oh my god. Mary Astor didn't look where they were going and tripped over small trunks spraining their paw. Puddle Kit was grabbed by a hawk, but luckily Running Heart saves them. They're still injured though. And we notice that some time has went bad. Running Heart is spending a lot of time with Puddle Kit lately. Okay, we're just going down here. Ooh. Sunny Breeze heard an ugly rumor about Daisy Pelt, which is a negative effect. We may not have them as mates very much longer if they keep going downhill like that. Puddle-Kit seems very mature for a kit as young as they are. Puddle-Kit is trying to stay calm from the claw wound that they have. Poor Scrat. We notice a Rye Clan patrol renewing scent marks up ahead, so we're going to go ahead and antagonize them. We stand tall and approach with threats and insults, saying to be sure that Rye Clan knows how strong TalonClan cats are. Running Heart spits and hisses until the other patrol leaves the area, intimidated by how your patrol is acting. And then we're going to go on to 24 moons, and our last moon for this episode. TalonClan welcomes Beetlemoth as a new warrior, honoring their cleverness. Daisy Pelt moves on from her grief. Ragged Song left from a rock but didn't land quite right. Sparkthorn is feeling extremely sore from the long distances that they traveled lately. Wonder where Sparkthorn's been going. Clay Hale will always feel their grief, but time has lessened it at least a little. Mary Astor's sprain has healed. And all the Daisy has gone bad, so we're going to need to replace that. And we'll just scroll down through here. Fleck Petal and Clay Hale seem like they're on the ups and ups. Okay. Puddle Kit and Running Heart are just like bantering constantly, which is adorable. Okay. So Cliffstar draws blood when training with another warrior and coldly says that it was an accident. Beetlemoth grew up to be quite the looker and is curious about other clans. She is strict and a great fighter, so that is going to be a great combination really for this clan. So let's go ahead and take a quick gander at relationships. I do want to have at least one other pairing. Beetlemoth, with all of her drama around the others, is probably going to be the cat of interest, but we'll see what happens. These guys are still doing okay. It's not perfect, but they're still doing okay. And she really likes her kit. Ragged Song likes Running Heart quite a bit. Really likes his former apprentice Fleck Petal. Fleck Petal, let's see, likes his mentor Ragged Song. Okay, I guess I misunderstood that. So Fleck Petal is spending time with Clay Hale. He's developed a little crush on Clay Hale. I thought he was spending time with his brother. And still has that crush on Beetlemoth as well. But Clay Hale could be an interesting prospect as well. Running Heart has a better relationship with Cliffstar than she does with him. And so they're still doing okay. Likes Sunny Breeze and Ragged Song and absolutely adores his little son. Daisy Pelt still likes her mate. Romantic like is down, but it's still generally positive. Sunny Breeze likes her running cart and Cliffstar and is still doing okay with Daisy Pelt, so they're not breaking up yet. Clay Hale likes Daisy Pelt, his adopted mother. Likes Select Petal a little bit, but not in a romantic way yet. Burkhart mostly just likes his family right now. Oh, except for Beetle Moth. He does have that crush on, but he has a little bit of dislike for her too. He actually feels pretty comfortable around Soatshade. Beetle Moth, let's see, doesn't super duper like anybody. She has the most fondness for Mary Aster and Soatshade actually. So maybe I'll give her another 6 months, especially since she's just made a warrior, to see if she returns either the brothers' affections or if Mary Aster or Soatshade catches her eye more, since that seems to be the main ones. I guess we'll go ahead and leave that off there. We'll start off next episode, and maybe a random kit relationship value will be randomized. Maybe it won't be. We'll never know until somebody mysteriously announces kits anyway. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, even if it's not exactly what I was expecting. We genuinely are on an lawful evil campaign here. But I will see you all in the next video, and until then, stay safe and have a great day. Bye!